check. All right, we got Monday, July 6th. Hopefully, everyone had, great holiday here in the States. Hopefully, you return with the same amount of fingers you left with. This is what the economic calendar looks like today. We have one news driver at 9 a.m. New York time. Let's start there. And then this is what the rest of the week looks like. Looks like next week will be a better trading week as far as news drivers. And then I said it's what's it, 9:28. You got 8 minutes before news. The day back from a holiday, I'm not expecting a whole lot. We have a buy side liquidity sitting here, sell side sitting here, and this is a 15-minute chart. Let's see regular trading hours, see where we left off from last week. So we're down here. Pop up my other screen. Down here from where we left off last week. And we're also trading within this range as well on the dismiss. So this is electronic trading, regular trading. We're trading in the same area. So we'll do this just to, we'll just go high for now. And I'll show you. And this is what we're trading right now. So as of right now, there's not really much of a gap. Let's see that as the low. And we've been doing a whole lot of nothing so far. A whole lot of back and forth. 1 minute chart. And I'm just going to map out that once it closes. No, we didn't check out our daily. Let's go and do that. So this is our opening range, gap range. Quarters. Change that to that. And I guess on the 1 minute, do that so you can actually see numbers. So on the 1 minute, we do have a buy side liquidity up here that was ran with this high. I guess it would have been this one, ran with that. We have a sell side liquidity right there that was just ran. this right here. My next sell side I would be looking to get ran is this down here, and this is a 1 minute chart. It's relative equal lows. And then you have another one right here. Let's take a look at our daily and see what that looks like. Excuse me. Let's go 1 month. We'll start high and work our way down. So as this sits right here, I would like to see market come and fill this busy right here with the sell side candle. But obviously, to do that, we have to get past all of these sell side liquidities that we have mapped out. So from here, again, this is a monthly chart, so it'll take time to get down here. From here to here, busy. I'd like to see that get filled. And we'll go 1 week, see what we see, and we see we filled this already on our weekly chart. Let's go back up to 1 month so we can. So that weekly busy is within this monthly busy 1 day. And we got same thing here. This weekly is within these daily busies, but we just been going back and forth so far. 15-minute. So buy side resting here, buy side resting here. We have an inefficiency over here on the 15-minute chart. What am I looking for this morning? Honestly, I don't know. Don't feel like I have enough information. We haven't really picked a direction that I can see. It's literally just been this is Sunday, and then from there, it's literally just been back and forth. So I'm not sure, but I know if today is a very choppy session, I would like either the afternoon or tomorrow session to choose a direction. But again, days after the holiday weekend are usually choppy. So I'm not really expecting a whole lot. And like I've been saying, we're just going to wait and see what information the market presents and respond accordingly. So like I said, this is a sell side up here. We got close to it. But my first target would have to be consequent encroachment of this daily or of this opening range gap, because we opened up, excuse me, at a premium, because this is our close. So we opened up at a premium based on our regular trading hours. So discount, premium. It's Thursday. So we're going to put that there. And we'll remeasure. Not too far off. So we want to see if we can get down to a discount. Anything below the 50 is a discount. Said sell side, and then sell side. So we'll wait and see. Let's go 15-minute over here. Full screen, full scope, full screen. Higher time frame. We wicked up into here. So now I'm going to start looking for shorts. See if we can get down into here. And again, if it chooses to run without me, it runs without me. And I'm okay with that. So we're trading between this range, this high and this low. Anything above the 50 is premium. Anything below is a discount. We failed to get this buy side up here. We got really close. And then resting at this halfway of this opening range gap, we have the London low or the Asian low from Sunday, July 5th, resting at consequent encroachment. So that would be my first target if I was to go short. So we have an Asian low resting right here. And then as you see, we wicked through this 15 minutes so far. So that's another reason why I'm looking for shorts. See if we can get down into here. And then my next target would be this inefficiency down here. But we have to get down here and then down here before even thinking about this right here. It's at 940. I was going to say I want to see markets stay below this and wick into it, but we went right through it. And then if we absolutely fail to get to here, that lets me know that, well, guess what? I need to be looking for something up here and then up there. Like I said, I like the low down here just because on our higher time frame, we are, excuse me, we're wicking into this 15-minute civvy. So we'll see how that closes. Again, if it's a tradeless stay, it's a tradeless stay. I'd rather not take a trade on something questionable. Or yeah, sure, something like that. I'd rather not take a trade on something questionable. Literally meaning if I'm not seeing what I want to see, then I can't take the trade. But what I do see is we have a 15-minute BISI down here, and it's okay, well, what do we do? We wicked into it here, stayed above consequent encroachment, which is halfway. And then we did the same thing here, and then stayed above halfway. Again, this is on a 15-minute chart. So we'll go down to 1 minute. So we got buy side liquidity resting here. single high here, and then relative equal highs here. So there. I will say, after like a long 3-day vacation, it takes me a little while to, I guess, get my bearings back, which I'm hoping that's natural, you know. Hopefully everyone goes through that. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, we just gonna let this thing do what it's gonna do. So I mean, as it sits, I would like to see consequent encroachment in the agent low ran. But again, I could be wrong, and that's okay. Only say that. But I mean, I guess right now I see both sides. I'll show you why I see both sides. So we wicked down into here, didn't go any lower, and now we're planning in this one. This 5 for 15-minute civvy. So we'll see how we close there. But I would like to see it get down here and then ultimately down here. I mean, is this something I want to trade in? Not really. I think tomorrow will be more valuable, I guess. For me, at least. And then maybe tomorrow. Again, we're not trading off the 1 minute. 1 minute is just for entries. I need to be paying attention to my higher time frame. Like I said, this is where I see both sides. If I can see both or formulate both, it's low probability. So I want to see how this closes in here. Again, if we don't get a trade, we don't get a trade, and I'm okay with it. And I want to see how the market closes in this one right here. 15-minute civvy. So as it sits, I would say longs. But again, I like the shorts. But then again, as I'm looking, we created a 15-minute civvy here. Stayed above consequent encroachment. So I think I'm seeing this wrong. I think longs is always that's what I need to be looking for. But like I said, we're gonna wait and see. There's one thing I have learned over the past couple of weeks is my first analysis I come up with when I first see the screen is usually right. It's just the timing aspect. If you go back and watch some of the old videos, you'll see that. It's literally just the timing aspect. And I haven't looked at a screen since Thursday. So we'll just let today. I mean, it might be one of these days where I just let it go and, just get my bearings up underneath me, make sure I can see what I need to see. But it looks like we're going to run for that buy side liquidity we mapped out. Okay. So we're not looking for shorts right now. And again, why? Well, we wicked in these 15 minutes. My higher time frame is showing me what? Well, we wicked into this one. We wicked into that, or We wick down into here, stayed above it, closed, immediately opened, created this 15-minute. 1, 2, 3, wick down all the way through it. And we got really close to this buy side liquidity up in here at 29.9675. Man, and I'm tired. Life be lifing. Yeah, I think I need a new computer. Let's see if we can get up here to this buy side liquidity. And like I said, just back and forth. Could have took this right here. This little. Now we're down to 1 minute. That's right there. Have another entry right here. Wicked, created a fair value gap, wicked into consequent encroachment. I kept going higher. So if I was to take this one, my stop loss 1, 2, 3 had to be at the low of here. Let's see if we can get up to this buy side liquidity we mapped out this morning, right before the open. And like I said, at first I was looking for shorts, but again, I have to pay attention to the higher time frame. Higher time frame is showing me otherwise until it doesn't. To use these, we wicked down into it and went up. So we ran this buy side liquidity right here, which I didn't map out. Now I want to see if we can get up to this singular one, and then the next one would be this. And then you say, well, why aren't you in this? Like, why don't you want to be in it? Well, for this candle, my high, my low is this. So if I wanted to be in it, it would have had to be here. That's below the 50. That's at a discount. Really, let me take these 15-minute bitches off. Obviously, we don't want to chase price. Just let it go where it needs to go, because if it's at a premium, it can come back down to a discount. If it comes back down to a discount, we would like to see it go premium again. This morning, when we opened, we literally opened at a premium while never returning down to a discount. Look at that, we're running the buy side liquidity. So that's why I didn't enter it. Because again, before this candle presented itself, we're trading in between this range right here. So, and we've been going up, so I have to go low. Oh, I did that wrong. So it would have been low. I did do that right. To this high. And again, it takes me takes me a minute. It's like, okay, this is what we're looking for. This is what we're going for. That's that. And then as you see, low to high, this was my hypothetical entry. Because obviously I didn't press a button, but and then see if we can get to these buy side liquidities. And then from there, our next one would be this one, and then that up there. But I'd rather sit through it, not take a trade, and know that, we called the right buy side liquidities, even though I was looking for shorts. And that's another reason why I was like, you know what, I don't know. But I've obviously, after looking at the higher time frame, showed itself, showed what I should have been looking at. And by the time I caught that, it was already above my was already above the 50%, which I like to take my trades somewhere down in here, either below or right at the 50. I have found, and I'm learning, right at the 50 is kind of tricky because it could literally go either way. So if we would have had something down in here, more than likely I would have took it if I was looking for longs. Again, I was looking for shorts to get down into here. But we're going to take that off. So we got close to this buy side liquidity. The high on this one is 30.00850. This buy side liquidity is resting at 30.010 even. Like I said, we don't take a trade, we don't take a trade. See, that's what we wanted. We want to be down below the 50. And if we don't get it, we don't get it. It's ugly looking on the 1 minute. Hideous. That's what it looks like on the 1 minute. So I mean, we ran everything we're looking for on the buy side and longs, but like I said, until I paid more attention to the 15-minute chart, I was looking for shorts. I missed this information down in here in this 15-minute BISI. I also missed this information down in here, which again, that's okay. Live to trade another day. Live to trade another day. We have not taken this buy side liquidity up here at 30,010 even. So it's this high right here from Sunday, July 5th at 7:30 p.m. And then I want to see what highs we have ran. So we ran the Asian high while leaving this one right here. And like I said this morning, this is where I wanted to see it get down to. This is the Asian low. Left the London low. And then left the Asian low. Like I said this morning, we had Asian low resting at consequent encroachment of the opening range gap. And their next high is the New York high from Thursday, July 2nd at 10 a.m. It may be one of those days where, it gets there, but it's just, as it tries to get there. And I don't want to be in a day. not really something I'm into. And like I said before, it's the first day back after a 3-day weekend, or I guess a 2.5 day because they closed early on Friday of last week. Um, One thing that I did notice is the day before we closed early, we made a big, or I wouldn't say a big, we literally just ran one direction. Um, I should have traded it, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. But now I have that information in my brain. Well, if we're closing the day before early, trade that day before that. So if we close early on a Friday, trade the Thursday. So definitely got that in my journal because I woke up. I think I got up at because the days I don't trade, I purposely stay up to keep myself out of the charts. So I know I'm going to be tired. So I know I will not get on here and try anything or press my luck. But once I got up, I think it was like noon, 11:30. It's like, oh, that's dope. That's nice. And I'm referring to this right here. Yeah, I'm not really liking price action this morning. So we got really close to this. And then now we're going lower. And so our range right now, we're still trading in this range from this low to high. We'll wait till this candle closes and I'll drop a fib on it and see where we may be. Like I said, Thursday was nice of last week. Oh, it's Sunday. So we had buy sides mapped out there, ran them all, and then immediately showed what? Well, we started leaving Sibbies left open there. Try and get down to here. Then the next target would have been here, and then there, and so on. But I need to be paying attention to what's happening today, or right now at least. So let's see where that. Excuse me. See where that candle closed. Low to high. 1 minute. So this is our range from this low to this high. Leaving Sibbies open. Take that off. And we've been going up so far, and obviously we don't want to go against the trend. But it's like, well, high to low, we're at a premium. What's below the 50? We got this. We got this right here. No, I want to see if we can stay below that. And that's if I would like to see it go short. And then it becomes, well, what's down below the 50? And we just blew right through it. Well, we have this 15-minute fair value gap resting below the 50 if we would want to go short. And 10 seconds. And looks like that's a no-go. But again, we don't want to go against our higher time frame. And so we've just been going up. So if anything, I would like to see it retrace back down into here, wick into it, and then continue to go higher. But since we never got this buy side liquidity up here at 30, 10 even, I would be looking for something down in here. Until we run this, I would be looking for to go down. Or we could just do this nonsense. Let me take this off. We already ran this buy side liquidity. So our next one would be, like I said, this singular high, or I guess multiple relative equal highs up here. But like I said, for me to go long, I would like to be in something below the 50. The best shorts are in the top half. So 1, 2, and then this is the 50 right here. Again, obviously, I don't want to go against the trend. So that's why I'm holding off on the short. We've been going up, and it hasn't showed me any down close candles yet to say, okay, well, it's time. We flipped sides. We're going another direction. So that's why I'm holding off on the short. The 1 minute is showing me that as we created the Cibi, closed over it, and then stayed below it. But then my 15 minute, only thing I have below is this right here. So again, that's why I'm holding off on going short. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I mean, so be it. And literally it'll be right at the 50. But in this, like, we literally just back and forth. Whole lot of back and forth action. Now, if we can get to that 50, stay below it, then I guess I will try and get down to that sell side liquidity. And if it runs without me, it wouldn't be the first time. It will not be the last. So, again, I'm okay with that too. So this was the first down close candle forming on the higher time frame. And we're still low to high. Yeah, like I said, we didn't take this buy side up in here. Got really close. We took the Asian high, but then left this singular high up here. And again, like I said, I don't want to go against my higher time frame. That was one of the lessons one of the lessons learned last week is always go with your higher time frame analysis. I'll be right back. Sorry about that one. Got a child that doesn't feel too well. And look at that. Look at that. 1 minute. So now I'm asking myself, well, did I see a chance for me to re-enter? This is where, no. So, well, why? Well, high, low. I never got back below the 50 for a chance to re-enter to run for this. Again, if the market just runs without me, that's what it's going to do. It's going to run without me. And I have to be okay with it. Let's see, OTE. So our first one was down here at the 61 between the 70. So if we want to exit, one whole move of that would be at the 61 and the 70. So in between here. So I mean, I could re-enter and see if we can get up there, but like I said before, my entry was down here. And I didn't take it because I was looking for shorts primarily based on not seeing the information on the higher time frame. Said I wasn't paying attention to this one or this one down below. So that's why I was focused on shorts, and that's why we did not re-enter. That's why I did not enter in this right here. Should have, could have, would have, but I didn't. And again, I have to be okay with it. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Ran it. So initially saw both sides because I missed my higher time frame analysis. Wasn't paying attention. Like I just stated, I missed this fair value gap and I also missed this one down below. We just ran every buy side liquidity that I had mapped out. It's almost like I know something. I don't know a whole lot, but I know a little something, that's for sure. Did I trade it? No, I did not. No, I did not. And so, well, why didn't you trade it? Well, I missed my set entry. If I was looking for longs, which I should have been, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. We missed it based on what? What caused us to miss that trade? I would say I was focused on the 1 minute versus my 15-minute chart. For sure. So I missed the fair value gaps below that we already previously wicked into. So if we wicked into it once, 1, 2, 3. So we wicked into this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times while staying above consequent encroachment, while never closing below. The wicks do damage, the bodies tell the story. And what's the story been told here? Well, we just want to go and, hurt a few people, hurt. And then went longer or higher. I'm sorry. So yeah, again, higher time frame. Like you have to pay attention to it. Like you have to pay attention to your higher time frame. Your 1 minute, your lower time frame will show your entries all day, like literally all day. But it has to be paired with something on the higher time frame. because even I'm sure the hourly shows the same thing. And then this one, if I was trading on the hourly, so we wick down into here. One thing you could have used if you're using this, the hourly. Well, what's your say if this candle wasn't here, this is your 9 o'clock candle. What is your lowest wick? Because wicks are treated like gaps. So what I would have did if I was trading on this, oh, wrong one, quarters, and then I would want to see, well, did anything trade below that? Yep, we did, and then we immediately left it. 4 hours. Dang, look at that one right there. Same thing here. Sunday at 10. We're trading within a 4-hour BISI. Excuse me. We'll stand above consequent encroachment of this 4-hour BISI. Money. Money. So we'll give it until about 11 o'clock. Another tradeless stream or recording. So we're not streaming, we're recording. Another tradeless another tradeless recording where I did not press a button. I feel like that's a lot more valuable than pressing a button and not knowing. I could have rushed in there. I could have said, okay, well, it's already up there. Let's see if we can get any higher, but it's not something I want to do. In the past, I would have for sure. But I'm trying to grow into this magnificent trader that I see, in my own mind. And again, like I said, we'll just let it go. The only thing I would be looking for is a retracement back down into here, if any. So if we can get that, and then it continue to go higher. But like I said, we have 15-minute SIBI here. So before we even think about this down here, I want to see how it trades in this 15-minute SIBI over here. Do we just go up and wick into consequent encroachment and then come down, or do you go all the way through it? So that would be my next, I guess, point of interest, what I would be paying attention to. But like I said before, I missed my entry. My initial analysis was shorts based on the fact that I missed this information right here. I missed this one, and I missed this one. But we also ran every buy-side liquidity I had mapped out. We had highs resting here, had a singular high resting here, and then we ran this right here. That feels better. Like, that feels better than pressing a button above the 50% and wishing, hoping that it got there. Knowing, well, why didn't it go down below? Which again, we just stated it did not get down below because we wicked into these. We wicked into this. So my initial analysis or my bias should have been long up into these buy-side liquidities, which we got. Now from here, like I said, we're dancing, playing, whatever you want to call it. And this 15-minute SIBI, sell side, buy side imbalance. So then we have to see, what are we doing here? Because we really just ran liquidity inefficiency. We're working in this inefficiency. Excuse me. Man, I'm tired, man. I gotta go to bed way earlier. Way earlier. Man, I wonder if I'm the only one where your dreams and where you want to be keeps you up at night. It does to me all the time. I always find myself daydreaming. It's just not a bad thing, you know? Heard something the other day. It says, don't use your desires as a distraction, use them as a direction. It's like, oh man, okay, okay. So everything I desire is a direction on where I need to pinpoint my focus. Everything. So we'll go into about 11. Um, am I okay with today's recording? I am. I know why I missed it. I know when I missed it. I know how I missed it. And when I say it, I mean the initial run for the buy side liquidity. We didn't even get down the sell side. We didn't even get down to consequent encroachment. And I'm okay with it. Again, like I said, we don't want to go against the trend until something on the higher time frame says, okay, it's time to go the other way. That's either rejection off of this 15-minute SIBI, or we get high and then it starts opening up lower. If this stays the high, the candle we're working in, and it opens up lower and then leaves a SIBI on the 1 minute, then we'll work. I'll see if we can get down to this, and then my first target would be consequent encroachment of this 15-minute BISI. Man, this is a lot. My goodness, it's a lot. But yeah, that's what we're looking for. Basically, for the market to change and say, okay, well, we've had enough of longs. I want to see if we can get down back below the 50%. And as we sit, so we're trading between this low and this high. Again, there's nothing below the 50. Got a singular high or low. Got that. Other than that, I don't really see much. But like I said, we have to pay attention to higher time frame. How are we trading in this before we even think about going down there? Since we ran this buy side liquidity, I'll take that off. So we literally ran all the buy sides we mapped. No trades were taken, but we mapped it out, ran right to it. No trades taken due to me not paying attention to my higher time frame and lacking to see this and this one. But again, that's what this is about. This is why I do this. Sharpen my skills and just to become a better trader. That's it. Like I said in a couple other videos, man, a few years ago, I'd say 2 years, maybe 3 years ago, I would have been panicking. I would have been sweating. I would have been asking why. I would have been cursing the screen. all of it, because I felt like I had to do something, I had to get somewhere, I have to rush, blah blah blah. When it's all reality, it's not. Dude, take your time, because once you get this, and I ain't saying I got it all figured out, but I would say I got a pretty good grasp on it. Um, is there always a room for improvement? Hell yeah, always, always, like always room for improvement. So day by day, step by step, we'll get there. We'll get there. And then once we get there, you'll look around and be like, oh snaps, holy snaps, I made it. Now what? It's about the journey, not the destination. It's about the people you help along the way. It's about the things you build. It's about the people you uplift. Like, that's what all this is about. It's not about the money. It can't be about the money. And I start talking that, people think I'm crazy. Well, it has to be about the money. Why do you do it? Blah, blah, blah. Well, it can't be about the money. Like, it can't. It's about what you do with the money. It's all about what you do with it. And don't get it messed up. I want to make so much money to where, you know, I can break the generational curse, and my children have trust funds. Their children has trust funds, and start businesses, help people, all that, man, all of it. To me, that's what it's more about. We got another almost 30 minutes until 11, and then I'll probably close the recording. I'll leave my screen up. I don't really trade past about 11:30 to noon. Um, I've never been a PM trader, so yeah, this will. If I didn't get anything here, I won't do anything until tomorrow. Excuse me. Oh yeah, we had news delivered at 10. I forgot about that. So that's this right here. But yeah, that's it, man. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. I really hope that what I'm going through is what I'm doing will help somebody along the way. Because somebody helped me along the way. Somebody put their blood, sweat, and tears into this for people like me to learn it, man. And I just hope one day I can be a fraction of how well that person trades, man. And we'll get there in due time. In due time. In due time. See what we're looking like on the 1 minute. Like I said, I've seen nothing to get me to go the other side. The only thing I see if it was to go short is we had a fair value gap in here. We have a low below the 50. We have another low below the 50. And that's taking it from this low to this high because we've been going up. We got 1 minute left in this 15-minute candle. You know what? Let me put that back on there so I can see And I'm going to put all these buy sides back on here for my journal. Just for my own notes. So when I do hit tough times and I do start questioning this again, which again, that's part of it, it's inevitable. Then I can go back and, oh, you remember you did this. Oh, you remember you did that. And it's more like a light in the dark room, you know. It's like, oh snaps, okay, you got this. Just don't try to do too much. Do what you've been doing. Do what you know. Yeah, we're just gonna dress this all back up for my own journal. And then I'll take it back off again. And then we'll take a screenshot. We ran all the buy side liquidities we mapped out. Control Alt S. File saved in downloaded folder. Go ahead and take it all back off. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Like I said, if she continues to run, it is what it is. Like I said, it wouldn't be the first time Marcus ran without me. It wouldn't be the last. And I'm sure somebody's out there, well, why didn't you re-enter? Blah, blah, blah. Well, I don't enjoy chasing price. Building a system that works for me at least. And I want to stick to my system. I want to stick to my routine. I want to stick to what I know. And what I know is why chase price? It's going to come back eventually, or it's going to keep running, or the same thing's going to happen tomorrow. I would rather have an account to trade tomorrow versus taking a questionable trade and not having an account to trade tomorrow. And that's what it's all about. It's about longevity. It's not about just right now. It's about longevity. Like I said, the trader I see in my head, he is patient. He is responsible in every aspect. He is just takes his time. There's no rush, understanding, graceful, all of it. And that's what I'm trying to do, man. Trying to mold myself in the best trader that I see. That's it, that's all. And when we gonna get there, yes, we are. We are on our way. We are on our way. It feels freaking great. And that's something crazy. I couldn't imagine starting this and feeling good about not taking a trade. Like, they told me that, like, what? You're crazy. I need to take a trade every day just to feel great. Like, I need it. It's like, nah, man, chill, 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 chill. That's not the case at all. Some of the best trades thus far has been the ones I haven't taken. And it feels better sometimes than taking a trade. Cause it's like, oh, I called that and it went there. Oh, you're onto something. You're onto something. Or to see both sides and say, well, if this happens, then that happens. If this happens, then I won't do this. And if that happens, then I won't do this. Like that feels better. Like that feels awesome. Yeah, I love it. Like I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. I mean, if you look at this, this ain't easy. Like This is not easy. Like anybody that says it's easy is either they've been doing this for a long time or they don't know what they're doing, because this is not easy at all. Can it be easy? Will it become easier? Of course. You know, you work at something long enough, before you know it, you look up and you're like, oh snaps, this is that bad. So just like a person working out in the gym, you just got to get in it, go through those few weeks, two, maybe a month, and then you're like, oh, okay, this ain't bad. Tiger Woods wasn't always Tiger Woods. Michael Jordan wasn't always Michael Jordan. Michael Jackson wasn't always Michael Jackson. Shit, Prince wasn't always Prince, you know? I had to sit down, figure out who they want to become, and work at it. And that's all I'm doing. That's it. I'm doing the same thing. Will I have trials and tribulations? Of course. That is the name of the game, man. You want to be great? Well, you'll be tested. How great do you want to be? You will be tested. Tested and tempted. So this is a hard time frame. Like I said, I wanted to take a couple shorts earlier, but that would have been going against my hard time frame analysis. We've been doing nothing but going up. Like I said, on the higher time frame, there has been nothing that says, okay, it's time to turn. We're going the other way, if at all. So again, could have took. Yeah, no, I don't want to take any of that. I mean, we could have took a long up into here, see if we can get there, but what time is that? It's a 10:10. I wanted to be down in here. It's where I initially wanted to be. But it's okay. It is okay. So, like I said, I want to see how do we operate at this consequent encroachment of this 15-minute civvy. How do we operate in here? It's my next liquidities are down here. Now that I see it, discount. Let me drop this. Drop it. Dang, so we're at a discount. So anything down below here. But again, that's why that's the one. That was the one I wanted right there. And now I see that. All from high to low, or I guess low to high because we've been going up. Where I wanted my entry was right at the 50% on the 15-minute chart, dropping a fib from low to high because that's the range we're trading in. See, things like that, man. Things like that. It's like, ha ha, ha 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 ha. Ha ha, motherfucker. That's why I love this, man. It's about the growth. It's about the growth. And look at that. It's literally right at the 50 on the higher time frame. Wicked. And then, so anything above the 50, that's right at the 50. That's a discount array. What are we doing with these discount arrays? Left them a consequent encroachment. Got another one here. left it. So like I said, this is so awesome. So awesome. We ran all the buy sides that we mapped out. So about 20 minutes. Let me see how long I've been on this thing. It's been an hour, like 14 minutes. Yeah, we'll close it at 11. And then whatever happens, happens. And then tomorrow, pay attention to my higher time frame, pay attention to what is below the market and what did it do. Because that's literally all you're doing. You're just reading candlesticks, reading the story. And then where is it more likely to go? Well, where are there things resting above or below where you're trading at? So analysis was right, but I missed my higher time frame information. I ran all the buy sides, but missed my entry based off of this. Yeah, like I said, this is not definitely not easy. Let me get off this 1 minute. I'll put it on the other screen. Pay attention to that. I'm paying attention to the 15-minute. So I want to see how we operate in this 15-minute civvy. See if we'll end up getting back down here. We're creeping up on 11 o'clock in about 15 minutes. So we ran all the buy side liquidity that we mapped out, ran the Asian low or Asian high. We traded within a 15-minute civvy. So premium discount. So session low, the high. Like I said, I don't want to go against the higher time frame flow. So until we get another down close candle up in here somewhere, I would stay long. But again, in order for me to enter here, I want something down below the 50, or at least write it down to the 50. And that may not be the case at all. It may just be one of those where we just keep going higher. And like I said, if we don't, we don't. If we do, we do. And days like this excite me. Like days like this are exciting to me. And like I said before, if you would have told me this before, that hey, you know, your losing days are going to be exciting where you don't, or not losing, the days where you don't take a trade are going to be exciting because you could see where you should have entered, see why you should have entered, and see why it didn't go the other way. Like that, to me, that is exciting. Like that is like, oh, the future's bright. Like the future is so bright. You gonna need some sunglasses. That's how I see it, at least, because it shows discipline. Um, it shows that, I've retained some of this information. It shows that I know what to use, when to use it, and how to use it. And again, that's just, to me, that's a bright future. Like that's what it's about. Is it always right? No. But the goal is to be right more often than wrong, you know? And so I'm gonna let's do this so we can get this right. And then you would say, well, why didn't you enter here and take this long? Well, it's at a premium. The best longs are down at a discount. Could I take this? I mean, that's letting me know that, it's still got more to go. It's still got more to give. Is that something I'm interested in? Informational wise, yes. Uh, is it saying press a button? I could. I could, but I don't want to. Like I don't want to. I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in that at all. Like at all. Oh my goodness. See how our time frame is just going up. Just going up. Man. I love it. One of these days I'm gonna live stream. I don't know if I have the capacity to, but I'll give it a shot. It'll be hard to engage with a chat. And then as well, pay attention to this. And maybe it's one of those ones where you just go live and don't even look at the chat, just close it and let the chat, because that's what it's supposed to do. But as of right now, I don't see myself doing that, just because I'd have to engage in that. I mean, I guess as the trade is going, you can engage, but looking for something and engaging would be very difficult. And I think the ones that do that, that's a whole nother level. That's a different breed type shit. I'm saying that maybe we'll try it and see how it goes. But as of right now, I enjoy doing it this way. Really do. Like I said, we could long in here so far. Like I said, I'm not. We're already out of premium, so we're gonna look. Okay, I can't say we're gonna because I'm speaking in absolutes. From the information I see, it looks like we're gonna continue to go higher. How high? So I would like to see a hit consequent encroachment of this 15-minute SIBI, and then from there, I would see where. Then let me take a look at my new week opening gaps, see where we're trading at within that. So if we wanted to see it go higher, we would want to see if we can get pulled up into here. But then I also know when you're trading in between two new opening gaps, that can be grounds for consolidation. See, like right here, consolidate, expansion. So I would imagine that we would end up doing the same thing, consolidate, expand. So all markets start in consolidation because, I mean, think about it. In order for it to move, it has to have something or gain something to move with. And again, I didn't come up with any of this. I just studied it and found out what worked with me and used it. That's it. You can thank ICT for all this dang information, for sure. Thank that man and his family and all the things he's been through. Which, shit, I could imagine was not easy. Probably still isn't. So we got close to consequent encroachment. Did not tag it, did not go through it. Kind of wicked up right below it. So we got 10 more minutes. Left in here. We got 10 more minutes. So like I said, this will be the second tradeless recording that we had this for. I'm sure there'll be, more to come. Did I take the trade out of? Did I not take a trade out of fear? No. Do I wish I would have been paying attention to my higher time frame a little more? Of course. I would definitely say we took this trade out of growth, or we did not take the trade out of growth. Because again, why chase price if it didn't meet your standards or your requirements? Again, I wanted it between this high and this low. This is where I wanted to enter. So before all this was up here, we were trading between low to high at the 50 right here to run this buy side liquidity, to run this one, and to run this one. And after that, I would have been done. And then maybe see if we can get the constant encroachment, but yeah, no. And the reason why we didn't take it is because primarily this morning I was looking for shorts. But after widening my view, I seen that we wicked into this one. So we wicked into this BISI and wicked into this one previously. And by the time I had noticed that, market was well above the 50. So by the time I noticed that, we were well up here. And then say if I would have moved it up here, never got back below the 50. If we keep going, Still never got back below the 50. Could have took this right here, but again, like I said, I was primarily looking for shorts. But even if I would have took that, not below the 50, right close to the 50, but that would have been, that's already done. We never got down there, and now we're trading up here. So if I was to take anything, I would like to see it short at something below or at the 50. We got this one. We got singular 1, 2, 3 highs or lows below the 50. But also don't want to go against the higher time frame flow, and we've just been going up since we opened this morning. And we have not hit consequent encroachment at 30.06950. So yeah, that was my why, that was my when, that was my how, that was my what, that was my who, that was all of it. We got 5 minutes. We'll see what we do going into the next hour. And then we're out of the scope of my hours of operation. So I won't be pressing any buttons. I usually try and stay between 9:30 and 11:30 at the latest. But I've been cutting it at 11 lately. And again, I'm okay with that. Gained some more information. I've gained some more charts to put in my journal. I have something to write about this morning in my physical journal. And yeah, I think today was a good day, even though I didn't press the button. Like I said, I enjoy the days where I don't press buttons, and it does run to all the things that I was looking for. To me, that seems to be a lot more valuable than taking questionable trades and rushing and chasing price and doing all that mess. Not something I want to do, not something I'm interested in. Um, I've done that before. It didn't lead to anything good. So, we're just going to take our time, walk slow, feel the sand in between our toes, look at the view on the horizon, smell the roses, all that stuff. And then we'll get there. We'll get there. It's not about when you show up to the dance, it's about how you show up to the dance. What moves you got in your back pocket you ready to bust out? Shit, I'm trying to shake my motherfucking tail feather, my boy. Shit. Trying to do that. That's what I'm trying to do. So, let's see, 1 minute. We just ran all these lows down here. Okay, so we got close to this consequent encroachment since we ran these lows and we wicked and then turned. Like I said, I would I would suspect price to continue to go higher. Uh, just because we only wicked through and we didn't drop no body over it. And again, if it does, it does. I'll be back tomorrow, a little more sharpened. I'm freaking tired, man. I gotta go to bed way earlier. That's for sure. Stop letting my dreams keep me up at night. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Something to look forward to. Like I said, I'm gonna close this at 11. I've explained why I missed my trade. I explained how I missed my trade. I explained why we did not re-enter, why we were not going to chase price. Yeah, I've explained where I would like it to see. Again, I would like to see it take this and then see what happens up in here. What else? That's it. That's I mean that's it. I guess. Like I said, initially looking for shorts while lacking and not seeing this information here right here where we wicked into the 15-minute bissies. So this right here should have been nope long, but again, by time I noticed this, market had already took off. It was already up into here. Um, and we were above the 50. I wanted to see something below it. We never got back below it, so I did not re-enter. And we hit all the buy side liquidities we have mapped out. We had a high here, and a high here. Again, tradeless stream, but full of information, full of knowledge, full of everything, man. It was, like I said, it was a great one. I enjoyed it. I do enjoy this. Yeah. Like I said, we're at 11 o'clock. We shutting down. About to turn off this machine. Probably go cut my grass or something. Love your neighbor. Love your mama. Love your daddy. Love your brother. Love your sister. Shit, love everybody how you want to be loved. Keep them accounts safe. Ain't no sense in trading or ain't no sense in chasing price. Let it come to you. Let it do what it's going to do. And on that note, man, y'all be safe out there. And I holla. Peace.